right, we're going to go into our plant unit. And with this plant unit, the objective I'm going to cover today is understanding the needs of plants and identifying the structures of plants. So to start this, I'm going to share with you the 3 books that you'll get for this unit. The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle, Be a Friend to Trees, and then Our Tree Named Steve. And this is a fiction book, but it is a wonderful book. You will really enjoy that book. What we are going to do today is, we are going to make what's called a sprout house. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's really fun for the kids to make these to watch how seeds grow. And you can pose the question to your students, well, what do you think seeds need to grow? And you can make a list of all of the things they need to grow. And then you can ask them, well, what do you think would happen if we took some of those needs away? And it'd be interesting to hear what they have to say. That's also something you can do in your classroom, is have a plant, take away some of its needs, tuck it away in a dark closet, don't give it water. There's several different options, and see what happens to the plant that way. But we're going to make our sprout house. And what you will be getting are these sponges. It's good to have them on some sort of paper plate that you can stabilize it. And a lot of the kids like to have the base as the green one because it's kind of like the grass. Yep. And then you're going to cut the sponges so that you can form a house. And they will also have toothpicks in order to secure it. So Brandy's going to show, we cut one sponge in half to make the size of the house.
We don't have toothpicks, so today we're going to use push pins.
That's fine.
Okay.
Whatever works. And the other reason why you need to have this on a paper plate or some sort of object that has sides is because we are going to wet the sponge at the bottom, soak up all of that water, because once we put the seeds on the sprout house, they're going to need that, right? And kids are really creative, and they could probably come up with better designs and structures than this, but basically it needs to look semi like a house because this is called a sprout house. Good job, Randy. Yay. So after you've made your sprout house, we are going to make a mixture of seed and just a little bit of water. So this is a container of chia seed, and we would put some of that seed in a cup, put some water in it, stir it around, and then what you're going to do is take that mixture and you're going to spread the seed around your sprout house. All right, so we're going to pretend like we've done that. We're going to soak the bottom sponge with water. Then you're going to get a spray bottle and spray the rest of your sprout house, making sure all of the seed is on there. The reason why you make this mixture with water is so that the seed actually stays on it. Right. It doesn't just fall right off. So once they have made their sprout houses, you're going to place them, hopefully you'll have some source of light. Place them as close to light as you can. And every day you're going to spray those sprout houses about twice. And then it should, in a couple days, begin to sprout. And so chia seed is one seed that you can use. Alfalfa is another great seed because it grows really fast and it looks like grass. Yeah. Right? So then they can keep a journal. They don't need to write in it every day because it may not change after the first day or two. But every time they notice a change in their sprout house, they can go to their journal. It can be their journal. You can make a journal, whatever you use in your classroom. They can draw a picture of how it's changing, and then they can write about it. So that's going to be their sprout house. Very cool. And you will be getting a link to all of the directions for the sprout house, so you don't have to remember all of that. The next thing that I want to share with you is identifying the structures of plants. And we're going to make an edible plant. So this paper says I can eat a whole plant. Prior to doing this, you want to talk about, well, what are some plants that we eat? And it'll be interesting to hear what they have to say. You can make a list on the board. You can ask them, well, what part of the plant do you think that comes from? So that gets their minds working. So I have my vegetables, and we're going to start labeling our plant. I'm going to pull one out, and I'm going to ask Brandy what you think this part of the plant is. Brandy!
Yes.
What do you think this is?
I'm hoping that's the stem.
What is it, though?
It's celery.
It is celery,
yes.
Right? And so you may or may not like celery, but it's something that you can eat. And do you know what part of the plant that comes from?
The stem.
That is the stem.
Yes.
It looks like a stem, doesn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
So on your edible flower, you're going to put that right there where it says stem. All right? Ready?
Okay. I don't like broccoli.
Well, sometimes it's good if it's seasoned. So this is broccoli. Do you know what what part of the plant this is?
It looks like a flower, but it's green.
It does.
Yeah.
This is actually the flowering part of the broccoli plant. So where it says flower at the top, you're going to put your broccoli. There you go. And you may want to bring some ranch dressing.
Yes,
Just
definitely
for that
bring the
day.
ranch.
Yes, because they may eat this with ranch. All right, here we go. Brandy.
Oh, that's the tricky one. But if you think about how carrots grow and rabbits, that is the root.
This is the root, and some of them may be surprised by that, but this is the root of your plant. So at the bottom, there's a rectangle that says root, so I'm going to put that there. All right. I'm gonna cut that in half.
That has to be the leaves.
These are the leaves, right? You can use spinach, lettuce, whatever. So there's 2 spots for leaves, all right? And then what I have here are,
Some kind of seed.
yes, these are sunflower seeds.
Okay.
And it just gave it away because it's in the name. These are the seeds of your plant. So there's a circle in the middle where it says seeds, and I'm going to put my seeds there. All right? And I can't hold that up, but you can see from the camera that that is an edible plant that you can have. There's something else special that you can bring for your kids, and it's called a Hershey's Kiss, and it's chocolate.
Yes.
And they probably will not know that chocolate does come from plants. It's called a cocoa plant. So you can give them a Hershey Kiss because it's eating part of a plant.
That's really cool.
Yes, yes, that is fun. So this is a great way to get them to understand that the plant has so many different parts that you can eat and enjoy, especially with ranch dressing.
Not the Hershey Kiss, though.
That's right.
You don't need
That would
ranch
be
for that.
gross.